Hello.
Hello!
Hello. And welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Liz. I make videos about my life, and I think that's pretty much it. So, what's relevant right now for me and what I'm learning is how to love my body. I think I've been doing this for a couple years. When I travel, I seem to be forced to really come into my body and learn how to love it. And what that looks like when you're really grounded and comfortable is very different than when you're not grounded or comfortable. I've been in Sydney, Australia for almost 3 weeks now, and I'm crashing with friends, feeling a little more comfortable here after 3 weeks. I've made some friends. I've joined a yoga studio. I learned how to drive on the left side of the road. I still need to get a job and my own vehicle. I'm hoping to do van life. We'll see. Anyway, I was given the wonderful opportunity to learn the other day when I drove to a yoga class by myself on the left side of the road in parallel parked. And then I get into the yoga class, kind of nervous, never been to this studio, don't know what the vibe's going to be like. And there's mirrors on the whole wall, and usually I don't go to studios with mirrors because I think that's terrifying, but it's also a really good way to get clear with what you think of yourself, you know? So, there's me, I'm almost 5'11", and I'm not super skinny. I'm pretty average or fit build, I don't know. Next to two little petite ladies that are super skinny and have abs, and I'm like, you know, sandwiched between these two ladies, these voices in my head start attacking me saying, you should be that skinny, why did you let yourself go? Maybe if you start eating less again, like, you shouldn't be eating that much. Maybe if you start doing this or that, or you should go to yoga as much as you can, and maybe you should start running. You know, all these crazy stories, these disordered thoughts that used to plague me back when I had an eating disorder. They all started to surface, and I had to work through them because I wanted to enjoy this yoga class, you know? So I sat there and I told the voices in my head, I hear you, it's okay. You're feeling this way because you don't feel safe right now. You don't have a job, you don't have a car, you don't have your own place, all these things to make you feel safe. So you think that by changing your physical appearance, you're going to feel safe again. And this was why an eating disorder was so good for me when I was modeling and going, you know, from casting to job and photo shoots. And an eating disorder is so safe because it lets you create a safe, comfortable, predictable space within yourself. And it allows you to distract your thoughts so that you're not thinking about how you don't have money or a place or a car or friends or, you know, any of these things, right? But what I've learned is how to create that safety for yourself, even when you don't have it, without having an eating disorder. And I do that through meditation, which when you start meditating, it's one of the most difficult things in the world to, you know, get out of your fucking head. Because your head is, you know, where you're gonna meditate, but it's also where all the crazy monster bitches are, right? So, learning to be the witness of your thoughts. This was a concept introduced to me a couple years ago that was like, whoa! You know, like, I'm not my thoughts. I'm the one witnessing these thoughts in my head, right? So when you realize that the little voice in your head saying you need to be skinnier, you need to have abs, you need to be this, whatever, those voices are not you. You're the person witnessing those. So just like a person hearing like the static noise on a radio, you can just, you hear it and then you change the channel. And you're like, no, that's not right. You know, that thought, that negative thought pattern, replacing that with, here's an idea for you. 3 things that are good about yourself. So you're like, I'm chubby, I shouldn't be wearing a sports bra in this yoga class when this girl has a 6-pack next to me. Come up with 3 better things. I'm funny. Sometimes. I'm smart. I'm inspiring. Keep going, whatever. You know, I'm motivated. I'm here. I do my best. I'm learning. I'm more than my physical body. I have a video about that before, if you guys want to go find it. But these are just little things that I was trying to teach myself and tell myself in this yoga class. So then I'm shake them off. I'm like, okay. I'm like 4 feet away from this mirror, dripping sweat, hot yoga class. I'm wearing a sports bra, which has been something that I've like learned to overcome this fear of like, you can only wear a sports bra to a fitness class if you have a 6-pack. I don't have a 6-pack. I'm allowed to wear a sports bra because other people can, and so can I, right? So I'm doing that, feeling good, whatever. Voices still try to come up and I press them down. Focus on your breath. Think of things you're grateful for. And we're all trying to undo this thinking that we have to look a certain way, right? You have to have big full lips, you have to have a tiny waist but big ass, but skinny legs, shaved legs. My hair is really distracting me. You have to have super white teeth and clear skin and shiny hair, and you know, I mean, you're here. You know, you do this, you're on the internet, look at you, you're on the internet, you've seen people tell you how you're supposed to be subconsciously just by being the way that they are, right? We think that we have to be a certain way. And I'm continuously being confronted with the obstacle of learning to love this vessel that I get to live in, because that's all it is, right? It's just a vessel for however long I get to be here. I could die today. I could die when I'm 103, which is what I'm hoping for, or older. When we try to control the physical things, when we get so caught up in our physical body, like the root chakra, stupid things like our physical appearance and just this body, when we get caught up in sex and money and power, all of our attention is going to that, and we're never going to evolve and flourish into these conscious, I use that word loosely because what is consciousness? Anyway, we never get to evolve as a spirit, because we really are just these spirits hopping into a body, hopping into this vessel while we're here to learn. And we're here just to learn about the human experience, learn about this body. This body is going to give you all kinds of lessons while you're here. And really, all you have to do is learn from them, or they're going to keep showing up. So your eating disorder is going to keep showing up, keep coming back every time that, you know, you're faced with an obstacle. And you're given the opportunity to really learn and grow from it and say, oh, I see this thought popping up, I hear you. What can I do to make myself feel a little more grounded and safe and worthy? Because ultimately it comes up because we don't think we're worthy, right? And I'm continually doing work not only on who I think I need to be in terms of gender and sexuality and understanding those aspects of self, but also working on a broken heart all the time. I think we all have, to some degree, a little bit of a broken heart, whether it's about a loved one passing away, or the end of a relationship, or moving across the ocean again and having to start over, and missing our past and being worried about our future. We carry these things with us, right? So then when everything's out of control, we want to control everything. And, you know, this yoga class really taught me to hop out of my head and just like be present in my body. And accept that I am where I am because of the lessons that I've learned, and I'm damn fucking smart for it, and strong, and powerful, and worthy. And coincidentally, a couple videos ago, I probably posted about my current relationship with food and eating and how I was fully raw vegan for about 4.5 months. Then I started incorporating some cooked foods. And now, living in one of the best cities, one of the best cities for vegan restaurants, I'm not eating whole foods as much as I used to. I have days where I eat fully raw, but I have days where I don't, and I have days where I eat healthier than other days. But learning to have this more balanced relationship with food and be like, oh, it's okay. Like, I know that eating raw food makes me feel better. And that's why I'm going to do it, because I feel like everything is in alignment. On the days that I eat fully raw, I'm like living in this like synchronistic, beautiful movie where days that I eat unhealthy, I'm like, tired and farting and like over it, but it tastes fucking good, so you indulge, But I'm learning that there will be a time and a place where I might eat fully raw, or I might be like fully breatharian and like thriving someday, maybe. But then there's also being kind enough to myself to say, you know what, kid, you're still kind of addicted to chocolate, and that's fine. And you feel heartbroken and sad, so a decaf latte is probably what you need. And I could work against that and sit with it, and I do a lot. But then there's other times where I do the human thing where I say, it's okay to be a human today. I'm gonna eat or drink whatever, insert self-destructive behavior. But also learning to consciously do it and go against it, as opposed to in the past like binging and like doing it out of self-destructive like hatred, right? So I think the biggest takeaways from this video and this learning experience for you guys is to, if you've struggled with disordered eating or these negative thoughts about yourself and what you should look like and what a fit person looks like and what a healthy person looks like, you're allowed to reinvent that. You don't have to have a six-pack to be a personal trainer. You don't have to have a handstand to be a yoga teacher. You don't have to be fully raw vegan to be healthy. You can take these little habits and strive towards learning, but not strive towards perfection, because perfection is this distorted reality that we'll probably never get to. And when we get to it, we're losing other aspects of our life and our happiness. So, thank you for watching this rant. If you are struggling with any sort of eating habits like this, please reach out to me. I'd love to get your feedback and bounce some more ideas off of you. Like, comment, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. I love you. I already said that probably, but it's a very true feeling at this point. Thank you. I will talk to you guys soon.